Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar has passed away after prolonged illness in Panaji. Parrikar was battling pancreatic cancer for more than a year. He was 63. Manohar Parrikar had also served as the Defence Minister of the country in the Narendra Modi government. Parrikar's mortal remains will be kept at the BJP office in Panaji from 9:30 am this morning to 10:30 am. Later, it will be taken to the Kala Academy in the state capital, where people can pay their last respects to the late Chief Minister. At 4 p.m, Parrikar's funeral procession will begin. He will be laid to rest at 5 p.m. this evening with full state honours. The centre has announced national mourning in the wake of Manohar Parrikar's untimely demise.
केंद्र में जब मंत्री से तो प्राय हम लोगों का मिलना होता था, अकेले भी साथ बैठना होता था, लेकिन बार बार वो कहते थे, पता नहीं क्यों हमारा गोवा और गोवा वासियों के साथ एक अद्भुत लगाव है। मैं यहाँ पर अच्छी जिम्मेदारी निभा रहा हूँ, बखूबी मैं काम कर रहा हूँ, सब कुछ है, लेकिन पता नहीं क्यों मेरा मन बराबर गोवा में ही लगा रहता है। ये बराबर वो चर्चा करते थे। एक फर्म कन्विक्शन के एक ऐसे नेता थे, दृढ़ इच्छा शक्ति वाले नेता के रूप में उनकी एक मान्यता थी, और देखा होगा कि जीवन के अंतिम क्षणों तक बराबर अपने को उन्होंने सक्रिय बनाए रखने की कोशिश की।
मनोहर पर्रिकर जी के जाने से भारतीय जनता पार्टी का बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हुआ है। एक निस्पृह, निस्वार्थी, डाउन टू अर्थ, बहुत ही सादगीपूर्ण आचरण व्यवहार करने वाला एक भारतीय जनता पार्टी का कर्मठ कार्यकर्ता, समर्पित कार्यकर्ता हमारे बीच में से चला गया है।
श्री मनोहर पर्रिकर जी हम सबके बीच में नहीं रहे। सार्वजनिक जीवन में अनेक बड़े बड़े पदों पर रहने के बावजूद भी निष्कलंक जीवन रहा।
Parrikar is a very good person. As a person, we like him, and he worked as a defense minister and as a chief minister of Goa. And whatever position is given, he tried to justify the position. I deeply condone his death.
Right. My colleague Kamlesh Sutar now joins me from outside the BJP office in Panaji. Kamlesh, we've been, of course, discussing the life of the late Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar, but even as the leader of opposition, he was quite the he kept himself very active in the way that he constantly challenged the then Digambar Kamath-led government. Also, his campaign against illegal mining in Goa ensured that finally illegal mining has been banned in the state.
Well, indeed, even after he ceased to be the Chief Minister in 2005, and from the period between 2005 and 2012, when Manohar Parrikar was the leader of opposition, perhaps he overshadowed every other every other politician in the state, be it the Chief Minister or any other top leader from the state. Such was the command of Manohar Parrikar on administration, on the issues that leaders had to take cognizance of whatever he raised as the leader of opposition. One important aspect of one important issue that he raised as the leader of opposition, as you mentioned, Paulami, was indeed that of illegal mining. Parrikar's continuous crusade against that, saw to it that a case was also filed. In that case, inquiries were made. Former Chief Minister Digambar Kamath was indicted into it, and he had to Parrikar saw to it that the mining was banned in Goa. There were repercussions that came in after that, but Parrikar was firm on it. He said that it's not just about Goa's environment, but also about a huge loss of the state exchequer that is taking place because of the mining scam. So that was Manohar Parrikar. People tried to persuade him during his crusade against illegal mining, was that a lot of local employment depends on mining, but Parrikar said that can be taken care of. It could be that there are possibilities that can be thought of giving alternative jobs to them, and it has to be brought under a legal framework. That is what Manohar Parrikar used to say, and he saw to it. And even after it was banned, the apprehensions that were raised about illegal mining, banning mining in Goa perhaps would have come, but didn't had that much impact. So that was the vision of Manohar Parrikar. This is just one of case, but the issues related to town planning in Goa, Parrikar was also vocal about it, and he was very connected locally, Paulomi. So he used to mix up with people, talk to them, talk about their local issues. So even if people could approach Manohar Parrikar with even smaller problems like the cleaning system in their area or a drainage system, now somebody like a chief minister is certainly not somebody who is approached for that, but the Manohar Parrikar was open to meeting people with their problems, and not just welcoming them with their problems, but also providing them with the solution. That is why he was so popular among people of Goa, and that is what will be seen today when people will be coming in hordes in thousands of numbers to pay their last respect to their beloved leader in Goa.
Right. Also, you're talking about the fact that, of course, Mr. Manohar Parrikar was considered to be a very able administrator, someone who was constantly looking for solutions to problems. He was indispensable to the government in Goa, to the Bharatiya Janata Party in Goa, and of course, the relationship, Kamlesh, that he had with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Manohar Parrikar mooted Narendra Modi's name at the BJP's National Convention in Goa in 2013 as the BJP's prime ministerial candidate for the elections in 2014. And then Mr. Modi did not find anybody else deemed fit to take on the defense minister's role and brought Mr. Manohar Parrikar to New Delhi in 2014.
Well, indeed, there are very few people in political system, Paulomi. We politics for last so many years. There are very few people like Manohar Parrikar who are perhaps everybody's favorite. Manohar Parrikar was close to every possible leader in the BJP, from Atal Bihari Vajpayee to Narendra Modi, from Pramod Mahajan to Amit Shah lately. So that was his charisma, if you can call it, that every leader thought of Manohar Parrikar being someone close to him, someone who they can trust upon and entrust any responsibility. And as you rightly mentioned, in 2013, though there were talks of Narendra Modi, then the Gujarat Chief Minister, being made the Prime Ministerial candidate, though there were talks in whispers, nobody came out open with that proposal. It was Manohar Parrikar in the party convention that took place in Goa, openly mooted the name, openly put the name of Narendra Modi, and he said that he should be made the Prime Ministerial candidate of the party. That was applauded by party workers and party office bearers who were present there, and from there the party went on to announce him as the Prime Ministerial face, and the rest we know is history. But that is why Prime Minister Narendra Modi thought of entrusting the most important responsibility of the defense minister to Manohar Parrikar, and Manohar Parrikar initially was not convinced. He was happy in Goa. He always was. Let me also share this with you, Paulomi. Even when Nitin Gadkari was made the national president of the party, the first name that was proposed was that of Manohar Parrikar. The party then wanted a new face, a young face, an educated face to be brought in, and Manohar Parrikar, being an IIT graduate, was just fitting the bill. But he said that he wants to work in Goa. Goa is the place where he is comfortable with. But in 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, however, convinced him to do the coveted job, and there too he has done a remarkable job as the defense minister. And one of the most remarkable achievements would obviously will remain as the surgical strikes that were conducted under Manohar Parrikar's defense ministry, and that is something which he would be remembered for. Prime Minister Narendra Modi would never have thought of leaving him back to sending him back to Goa, but the kind of political situation then prevailed in 2017, and the kind of conditions that were put in by allies, Manohar Parrikar had to be brought down. And even then, coming back in Goa, he took everyone along and led a stable government for last 2 years. Till Manohar Parrikar was here, there were no cracks in the alliance that we see today. The kind of political problem that persists in Goa today wouldn't have been. That is what Manohar Parrikar was.
Absolutely. Manohar Parrikar was indispensable in Goa and was indispensable in New Delhi as well. Kamlesh, stay on with us now. The late Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar in March 2015 attended the India Today conclave as the Defence Minister then. Listen in to what he had to say at the conclave.
No artillery for 3 decades, air defense obsolete, tanks night blind, submarine armed depleting, Air Force squadrons down. are we fit for war, sir?
First of all, I think your data is slightly outdated. That might have been position about a couple of years back. I'm not sure. But I neither accept it nor deny it. There are some critical areas which needs attention, but I think last 9 months at least, and even in some areas before that, there is enough attention being paid after that famous letter you are mentioning to upgrade ourselves. I don't think that we should prepare for, you asked me a question whether you are fit for war. I think any army should be fit, absolutely fit for war on any moment. And our preparedness should not be based on war, whether we are fit for war, but we should be so strong that the other armies should not think that they should have a war with us. So the basic principle of defense is evolved with a concept that you should build yourself to a level. हम रास्ते से चलते हैं जब आप कोई सशक्त तगड़ा जवान देखते हैं, we don't think of taking पंगा with him. I think that should be our attitude as far as defense is concerned. Sometimes I myself also wonder, इतना पैसा खर्चा कर रहे हैं, तो this is the only department where पैसा खर्चा करने के बाद we pray that we don't use it. But we should be prepared. I think we are fit for war. Whether we are in such a condition that others will not bother to have a war with us, that is a question I will be able to answer after 2-3 years.
Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar's death leaves behind a void in the state. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari held a 6-hour-long meeting with BJP MLAs and allies Goa Forward Party and the Maharashtrawadi Gomantak Party yesterday. Union Minister Shripad Nayak, Goa BJP President Vinay Tendulkar were present in the meeting. Sources told India Today that the GFP has expressed reservations about any new leader. In fact, the Congress too has approached the Goa Forward Party. The 6-hour-long meeting witnessed discussions with the alliance partners. Goa Speaker Pramod Sawant and senior BJP leader Vishwajit Rane were the possible contenders discussed in the meeting. Now the state is staring at political uncertainty since the two BJP allies and independents had made their support to the BJP conditional on Manohar Parrikar being the Chief Minister of the state. The BJP with 13 MLAs then had formed government after support from 3 legislators each of the Maharashtrawadi Gomantak Party and the Goa Forward Party apart from 3 independents.
डिस्कशन अभी चालू है, इसको फाइनल कुछ हुआ नहीं, सुबह 8 बजे से पहले हो जाएगा।
बट जब गोवा फॉरवर्ड सेट किया, अभी हमने कुछ आपको ऑप्शंस दिए हुए हैं।
हाँ, वही तो
उसके साथ एमजीपी कह रही है कि हमको रिजोल्यूशन पास करना पड़ेगा।
वो तो है, इसीलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ, दोनों ने अपने अपने बात बता दिया।
आपका लीडर कौन है वो अभी तक तय नहीं होगा?
नहीं, वो ये सब सेटल होने के बाद तय हो जाएगा।
It will not be in an hour's time, but it will be decided.
What seems to be the problem? What seems to be the problem? That you are unable to elect a leader now? Is that a problem, or there is no unanimity on who should be the leader of the coalition?
See, these things practically are bound to happen. It is not that it is something unusual. But I think in a few hours, whatever problem is there, it will be sorted out.
After discussion with the MLAs, they will decide after 1 year.
No, but then what about your party? Whom will you support as the chief minister?
Now I'm going to my party executive committee. I will ask them to have a resolution. Then only
to support a particular candidate. Is that
not yet decided.
We have discussed the contours of this alliance government for the future. After the untimely demise of our leader, the Chief Minister of Goa, Mr. Manohar Parrikar. So it's not easy to find a replacement for Mr. Parrikar, and how this government has to go forward. We have given several suggestions, some of which have been accepted, some of which have not been decided upon.
It seems that the BJP is finding it difficult to keep its allies together, but at the same time, it's building pressure on the allies so that the assembly should not go into suspended animation. The BJP is yet to finalize who should be the leader and replace Manohar Parrikar as the Chief Minister of Goa. With Kiran Sakpal, Sahil Joshi in Goa for India Today.
My colleague Kamlesh Sutar now joins me from outside the BJP office in Panaji. Kamlesh, what are your sources within the BJP telling you? How soon are they looking towards a resolution against this crisis situation which has emerged after the untimely demise of the late Chief Minister?
Well, it's not going to be easy for the BJP on one hand to keep its flock together. Also, on the other hand, to convince its own members to come to a conclusion on one name. After a marathon meeting that went on for last 6 hours, that was presided by Nitin Gadkari, several names that were discussed within the BJP. Remember, 2 days before, when the party legislators meeting took place at the state BJP office, it was decided that if at all a name is thought of in case of any eventuality, it should be one amongst them, and no leader from outside should be brought in. So that was something that was decided upon, and even now they are trying to come to a conclusion on one name. 2 names that were discussed prominently. One was that of Pramod Sawant, the present Speaker of Goa Assembly, and also that of Vishwajit Rane, another senior leader. Reservations were expressed about both of them. There were even talks that came in yesterday, but that were clearly denied by Digambar Kamath. Name of Digambar Kamath also did the round briefly, but Digambar Kamath himself denied that he is not joining the BJP. But apart from that, allies Sudhin Dhawlikar too is interested to lead the state of Goa for the top job, and apart from that, Vijay Sardesai's Goa Forward Party says that it has to be taken into consideration. It will think over a proposal. First, the BJP has to come to a conclusion and give a proposal. Then only they'll decide on whether to accept the offer by the BJP or not. Vijay Sardesai has also made it clear that they have an offer from the Congress, and they haven't taken any decision on that. So everything will be afresh for Goa Forward Party. So 3 from the MGP, 3 from the Goa Forward Party, 3 independents is what is the crucial number. 9 in an assembly of for now 36 is going to be a large number, and to come to a conclusion to achieve that is not going to be an easy task. So we'll witness more political maneuvering that will take place later in the day. We'll have to wait and watch how does Nitin Gadkari bails out the party in this situation.
Right. Kamlesh, of course, thank you so much for those details. Stay on with us because we'll keep coming back to you. Now let's listen in to what India Today consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai had to say on the political uncertainty in Goa after Manohar Parrikar's demise.
The question is, after Parrikar, who? Does the BJP have the kind of quality local leadership to take forward Mr. Parrikar's dreams and hopes for Goa? Even as Mr. Parrikar was battling for life, the fact was there were meetings being held by the BJP of its MLAs and also with the smaller parties who are the supporting parties to try and see was there a consensus chief ministerial candidate that they can find. And while that was happening, the Congress, which is now the single largest party in the assembly, has gone to the governor yesterday and staked claim to form a government. So I think the power games that the BJP's desperation at one level to stay in power, the Congress's desperation to try and form a government, all of this casts a shadow over Mr. Parrikar's legacy. Because I would like to believe that Mr. Parrikar, as one of the architects of modern Goa, would like to ensure that a measure of political stability returns that ensures that whoever comes to power is development oriented. I heard Devendra Fadnavis there, and he's spot on. In the 1990s, Goa was known for its Ayaram Gayaram culture. Governments were falling over allegations of corruption. Single member parties would even aspire to become chief ministers. In that milieu, I think Parrikar and Pratap Singh Rane of the Congress were the 2 leaders who made some kind of a difference. Now the fear is, with Mr. Parrikar no longer there, with his larger than life figure no longer there, will Goa return to the bad old days? And the first indications are that it well could. And I think that's the challenge for the BJP. Can they show themselves to be a party with a difference? And can they therefore really take forward Mr. Parrikar's legacy, maybe by building some kind of a new collective leadership, but at least not going back to the days where politics is all about wheeling and dealing in Goa. To some extent, Mr. Parrikar also got trapped in that in his last term because he was heading a coalition, but by and large he remained above the fray. And I would like to hope that at least the next generation of BJP leaders learn the positive aspects of Mr. Parrikar's leadership in Goa rather than go back to the Ayaram Gayaram days. But I fear the worst. What I'm hearing from Goa could well eventually result in the breaking of one party or the other, or eventually the dissolution of assembly. I think maybe the dissolution of assembly will be the only way out, because at the moment, without Mr. Parrikar there is uncertainty over what kind of government we'll now have in Goa.
And that's a wrap on this bulletin. For all the latest news and updates, you can log on to indiatoday.in. You can also download the India Today app. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.